Hey students, this is Mrs. Aguilar, and in this video I'm going to get you started on the Unit 3 Choices and Consequences. This is the academic vocabulary and the literary terms. So for this assignment, we've done this assignment before in Units 1 and 2. I want to keep all the vocabulary on one page. And so we do have this two-sided worksheet where we are going to paraphrase. We will be paraphrasing the vocabulary word. We will give an illustration. Okay, so some kind of a drawing, and then we're going to use the word in a sentence. And so I'll do the first one for you, and then you can work on the rest on your own. So we have the term and the definition in the first box, and the first word is imagery. So imagery is the use of descriptive or figurative language to create word pictures. So what we want to do in the paraphrase, remember, to paraphrase means to write in your own words. So you're going to rewrite the definition, but using your own words. So the best paraphrase for imagery, if it uses descriptive language or figurative language to create word pictures, we can say something like imagery is language used in writing to create word pictures. Okay, so that is a good definition when you're writing in your own words. Just a quick paraphrase. So I'll make this a little bit larger so that you can see, and then of course you can always go back and rewind if you need to. So the next box is an illustration. So now you want to draw a picture of the term imagery. And so when I think of imagery, and one good thing that you can do, something that you can do if you're having a hard time, is on my other sheet here, what I did was I went ahead and used Google and I typed the word imagery, and then I'm going to look at images. Okay, so you have different images that you can choose from. I really like this one here, but you can also use something like the nose, ear, lips, touch. So you have your five senses. Using the five senses, that creates imagery as well. Now I know you have to draw this. Oh, and this is also a good one. So and you know how I like to use stick figures. So what I will do is, as you're working on yours, on your drawing, you can draw something like this. So again, I have my little stick figure, and so there's that my stick figure, and coming out of his head are going to be the five senses. Okay, so let's give him a little smiley face. Oh, well, close enough. And you want to have these images coming out of his head. So remember, we have imagery. And I know that's kind of course, you can draw anything that you want, something that's going to help you remember the word imagery. So I have my little stick figure, and he's got sense of smell, sight, touch, taste, and feeling. And so here I'm going to write those five senses. So I'm going to type mine. Of course, your handwriting will be a lot nicer. So we got smell, taste, touch, sound, and sight. And so this is your imagery, your picture. Now, using it in a sentence, If you have a hard time finding a sentence, coming up with a sentence, use your resources. So you have your computer, you can check out Google, how to use imagery in a sentence, an example. And so I'm going to write my sentence here. The author used imagery to better help the reader understand what was happening. And so here you have one completed vocab frame where you have the term and the definition, which is already given to you. You have the paraphrase where you write it in your own words. You have an illustration where you're giving me a drawing, and then you're using the word in a sentence. Make sure that you underline the word so that you can identify it. So I will go ahead and it's not giving me an option to underline, so I'm just going to go ahead and bold it. All right, and so you will do the rest on your own. You got motif, mood, subordinate, flashback, foreshadowing, perspective, interpret, and allusion. All right, if you have questions, you can go ahead and let me know. You can send me a message in Teams chat. This should be doable. You can do this. I believe in you. All right, you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.